Great moments are born from great opportunity.
Your Rich Rebels take the gridiron, ready to represent their community, their family, and their school once again.
One half a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us.
Does not matter where, rain or shine, snow or wind, the Rebels come to play. They come to conquer, and they come to remind their opponent who the Rebels are.
No, I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night!
Another chapter of Rich Football starts now. Rebel Football is brought to you by Evanston Regional Hospital, Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley, the Come On In Casper, Plains Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender, Freeway Tire, Auto Farm Chevrolet, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Now, here is the voice of the Rebels, Matthew Peterson.
Good evening, Rebel fans, and welcome to Rich Rebel Football on KADQ and MyLocalRadio.com. Tonight we are home. We're here in Rich in Northeast Utah as the Rebels take on the Bear Lake Bears, just a couple miles north of us here. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon in Randolph, Utah, and probably around 80 degrees outside. We got the scene set and the green scene coming for you later on in the pregame show. We'll touch upon that a little bit more. From now we move into our pregame show, which is presented by Auto Farm Chevrolet, serving Rich County customers for generations. We'll hear from them and then set the scene for today's game of Rich Rebel Football on KADQ FM 98.3 and live video online at MyLocalRadio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Good evening and welcome back to Randolph, Utah for our Rebels and Bears game. Coming up in about 45 minutes as the JV game on your screen. If you're watching at My Local Radio, currently wraps up. The JV Rebels just had an interception. And there goes the Rebels on the other way. Got a little mixture of play-by-play for JV and varsity. Is not going to be a pick six. That's Trey Walker on the return. He had a touchdown rush earlier for the Rebels. The score right now on the JV side is 44-14 in favor of Bear Lake. All right, let's get back to the action. No, it's time for our scene set brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. They sponsor our scene set here. They have the excavation, they have the team, the tools, and the experience for your excavation project. That's J-Bar Excavation. Rich Rebels are home. They are 0-1 on the season after falling last Friday down south in Kanab to the Cowboys. 42-6 your final score. It was 21-6 at halftime, but the Cowboys just pulled away with it in the second half. As for Bear Lake, they enter with no games to their name. It is their first week of the season, so they're going to find out a lot about themselves as we will learn a lot about them in about 40 minutes when we get kickoff between these two sides. And we look at what teams did a week ago, and we'll talk about what Bear Lake did last year and a little bit about them. It's their season opener, like I mentioned. They are coming off a 7-3 campaign back in 2019, lost in the playoffs. Fifth straight season opening game against Rich, so These two sides like to meet early when the weather is nice. Bear Lake likes to get their schedule going with the Rebels, and the last loss for Bear Lake against Rich was back in 2016. I'm sure some of you very much remember that 2-0 final score, just a lone safety early in the game, and that's all she wrote. And that's our scene set, brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. We want to appreciate J-Bar and all they do to make this broadcast possible. So be sure to check out J-Bar Excavation. The team, the tools, and the experience for your excavation project. Their number is 435-793-5855. All right, we got a lot more coming your way on the pregame show, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet. We'll speak with both coaches. We'll get to our Town and Country Realty Green scene, and we'll have our Lutz Constructing lineups and a lot more. It's hard to remember all of them, but plenty of action coming your way here on Rebel Radio on 98.3 FM K80Q and on mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're looking for gravel, sand, topsoil, rock, or other materials for your excavation or landscaping project, trust the experienced, knowledgeable team at J-Bar Excavation, specializing in sale and delivery of the materials you need to finish your project. J-Bar Excavation in Randolph, Utah has the team, the tools, and the plan to help you create exactly what you're looking for. J-Bar does quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Call J-Bar Excavation today, 435-793-5855.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Welcome back to the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show. Today the Rebels are home and they're taking on the Bear Lake Bears, their rivals up north. We're about 35-ish minutes away from our opening kickoff, and it's time to catch up with Rebel alum Austin Clark. He graduated from Rich High School in 2010. This portion of the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show is called Where Are They Now? It's brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. We'll be right back with Austin Clark on this broadcast of Rich Rebel Football on Rebel Radio and online at mylocalradio.com.
Success doesn't come by accident. Success requires hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and believing in yourself. Eddie and Todd Jensen established the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho on these very principles. The students, staff, athletes, and coaches at Rich High School value these same fundamentals in education and activities, in athletics, and in life. Good luck, Rebels, from Mound Valley Cattle Company, serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997.
Today on the Mound Valley Cattle Company of Thatcher, Idaho's presentation of Where Are They Now? We are talking with Rich alum Austin Clark from the class of 2010.
I'm here with Austin Clark for our Where Are They Now portion of the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show. Austin, can you tell me, where are you now?
So currently I'm living over in Hiram with my wife. We just bought a home over here, and we're living over here now.
Now, Austin, what year did you graduate from Rich?
I graduated back in 2010.
2010. Okay, so it's been a little while, but can you tell me about what some of the things you did at Rich and some of your favorite activities and things you were a part of?
Yeah, so I pretty much just did sports. So I played football, I wrestled, did a little bit of golf, and I mean, that was probably my favorite part of being there at Rich, was just all the sports and all the opportunities that we had to be a part of those things.
When you were playing there, what was the sports atmosphere and the culture like, and how are the teams performing?
We were good. my senior year, we went 11-0. We won state that year, and then we were good. Our team that we had, I mean, our class in particular had a very good team all the way through, so it was a very fun year. We had a very successful year.
In order to win a state championship, your team has to have a lot of components and things going for it. But what's something your team had that you didn't realize was going to be such a vital piece of going undefeated and winning a state championship?
I think the biggest thing is we just had a lot of very competitive kids. I mean, we had a lot of kids that put a lot of time in the off season, and so I mean we put a lot of time in outside of just the regular football season. We were in the weight rooms a lot. We went to a lot of camps. I mean, we'd been playing together since we were little, and we had a lot of very competitive kids that it didn't matter, who it was that we were playing, we were going to win. And so there was players that we had, Caden Anderson, we had Bradley Holmes, we had Hayden McKee. I mean, we had a lot of really talented players that just, they did what it took to win. So we had a lot of kids that had a mentality that I think aided in the success that we had.
The team right now is going through a bit of a rough stretch. What kind of advice would you want to pass on to them?
I think the biggest thing is just, they got to outwork the people that they're playing. So if they need to put more time in and get, stronger, faster, I mean, we definitely weren't always the biggest. I don't think Rich County is known for having the biggest kids on the football field, but we definitely had a lot of heart, and I think that the biggest thing is we put a lot of time in. And so I think as far as, with teams that are struggling right now, it's just they got to be willing to put in the time. And, for the seniors right now, it's going to be putting in the time, outside of practice, early mornings or whatever they need to do. But, if they're not quite there, they just need to, up the effort and go from there with it.
Do you still keep in contact with some of your former teammates?
Yeah, on occasion. It's a little bit different. I think everybody's kind of spread out now. There's a few of them that have moved back recently, but I think everybody's pretty well spread out. I know a lot of them have kids and are working full time, and so it's a little bit harder. But yeah, I definitely still talk to a few of them every now and again.
And what do you do for work now?
So I'm a real estate agent. So I work real estate over here in Logan and Cache Valley. I've been doing that for a little while, and then my wife is a nurse over here in Logan as well. So.
And Austin Clark here for our Where Are They Now class of 2010. Austin, thank you for giving us some of your time today. I want to ask one last question, and we'll let you get back to your busy day. Can you tell me about maybe a favorite memory you have of your time at Rich?
Man, I think probably one of my favorites was probably a story that a lot of people still remember, but I had a really good buddy, Justice Lim, and we had the opportunity to get him on the football field our senior year, and that was pretty cool. He was our water boy and our manager all growing up, and we had a game that we were able to get him padded up and out on the field with us, and that was a pretty cool moment. So.
That's a great story. Thank you so much for your time. That's Austin Clark for our Where Are They Now. Austin, is there anything you want to say to the Rich community?
Just thanks for everything that they did for me, and keep going, and good luck to the boys and then the girls playing volleyball this season. And yeah, just good luck, and thanks for all they did.
A big thank you to Austin for giving us some time and joining us today on the Mountain Valley Cattle Company of Thatcher, Idaho's presentation of Where Are They Now? When we return on the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show, we'll visit with the coaches of today's teams on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital Coaches Show. This is Rich Rebel Football on KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
We take your fun very seriously. That's why we put so much emphasis on training and experience with our mechanics at Cash Honda Yamaha. Whether you're getting it ready for an upcoming season, putting it away for the winter, having routine maintenance, or have a mechanical problem, we want to make sure that when you're ready to have fun with it, it's ready for you. Don't trust your fun to just anyone. Make sure you bring all your service work to Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome to the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital Coaches Show. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a minute to visit with the Bear Lake head coach Ryan Messerly, and then we'll talk to our very own Rebel head coach Justin Grohl and find out what his team needs to do to win today. We'll be back after this message from Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care here on this broadcast of Rebel Football on Rebel Radio with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.
Some decisions in life have a critical and lasting impact. For example, choices concerning your health care. You want a hospital that consistently offers high-quality care and service. For Bear Lake area residents and visitors, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital has been providing optimum health care to our community for more than 70 years. And Bear Lake Memorial has been recognized again this year as a top 20 hospital in best practices for quality. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
All right, welcome into the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show. I'm here with Bear Lake head coach Ryan Messerly. Coach, thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. What can you tell me about your team so far as you get ready for your first game of the season?
Well, we're excited to play somebody. You know, with the times the way they are, we were worried all summer if we'd get to have a season or not. Now that it's here, you know, we've had basically a really good 3 weeks, and we're excited to actually go and play somebody else. So instead of kind of hitting ourselves for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure it's absolutely great to have a sigh of relief, and hopefully the whole season will get finished. Can you tell me a little bit about what the preparation was like over the summer and what you were able and not able to do practice-wise?
We actually did. We kind of limited our weight room a little bit, hoping to get a few more kids out there. You know, instead of every day, we kind of limited it on a basis that way. But other than that, we did a lot of 7-on-7, and the kids just worked hard. Really, that's kind of what we all planned for, and it worked out really well. So,
Coach, as you get ready for your first game of the season, you're playing Rich, who already has one game under their belt, and your team, the Bears, do not. What's that like from a coaching perspective?
Well, you know, growing up, I had a phenomenal coach, Coach Ken Parks, that has coached here at Bear Lake for, you know, a really long time, and he always told us you get better from the first game to the second game more than you will the whole season. And so, taking that into aspect, you know, Rich has already got one game under their belt, and so they now can improve tenfold on what they, you know, obviously what they did their first game. And I know they lost, but still they've got that experience, and we've got to get our feet wet before we can, you know, I think, have that success and have that feeling of a game behind us. So.
Coach, no one knows your team better than yourself. Tell me a little bit about your players and what the Rebel fans can expect to see out of the Bears this game.
No, I mean, we're really excited to watch these kids play. We've been through kind of some up and downs through the years, and I think that's a lot of times coaching in a small school, you'll end up having that. So a lot of these seniors, they've started since they were sophomores. And so it's great to see them, finally mature and come in as seniors, and we ran the same style of offense during that whole time. And so their confidence is really high right now. So as a staff, we're really excited to watch them, put the things together that we've had the last few years. So
I'm here with Bear Lake football head coach Ryan Messerly ahead of today's matchup between the Rebels and the Bear Lake Bears. Coach, your two schools not far apart. What's the rivalry like between these two schools and in the area?
It's probably I know it's a lot more with the kids because they see each other a little bit more. A lot of them go to the church together and do some social things together. Being in Utah and Idaho, with the schools the way they are, there's not a whole lot of mixing of the two. I know that when it comes to sports, I always felt there's been a pretty good rivalry, and it's been fun to play. Being in Bear Lake area, it's tough to sometimes get games. Especially for Rich, they had to go clear down to southern Utah, and so I know traveling is a big thing. So we're grateful to even have them, and it's a great matchup, and it's great to play them because it's only about an hour away or just on the other side of the lake. So,
Coach, final question, and then I'll let you get ready for the upcoming game here between the Rebels and the Bears. You've had almost a week of practice now, getting ready for the game. What would you want to see out of your side to be happy with whatever result you get?
A lot of it's going to come down to execution. We try to talk about that with them every single day. You just do your job, and when you can do your job and focus on that as a team, that's when things come together. And so, honestly, it's coming down to executing the little things, the details of the game. If you block somebody on the right side or, when you should have blocked them on the left, that could be the difference between, getting a first down or getting a touchdown, having to punt. Those little things, it's funny how big a field is, but it always comes down to inches. Did you block them on the right side? Did you hit the hole in the right area? Did you throw it to the right spot? So as crazy as that 48 minutes can be, it'll come down to the details.
Well, thank you very much, Coach Ryan Messerly of the Bear Lake Bears. We'll be right back here on the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show. Kickoff moments away.
Thanks so much to Coach Messerly of Bear Lake for the time. We're only about 15-20 minutes away from kickoff in today's action, and you're tuned into the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital Coaches Show. Coming up on the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show, we'll visit with Rebel head coach Justin Grohl. This is Rich Rebel Football on Rebel Radio and MyLocalRadio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
I'm here with football head coach Justin Grohl. Coach Grohl, upsetting loss, not the result you wanted in week 1 down in Kanab. Can you tell me about what you want to work on in practice and what takeaways and what improvements you want to see from your team going into week 2?
Yeah, it was a pretty eye-opener for us. The kids did well. I was pretty tickled. We come a long way from last year to this year. We had some good things happen. We moved the ball pretty well at times, and then at times we didn't do so well. Score didn't reflect that. I think that we got to get the kids in better shape. I hope we don't ever have to play in 101, 103 degree heat again, because by the end of third quarter they were just done on that. But we seem to stick for the most part. We give them a pretty good run, and we hit hard, and we rallied, and so I was pretty tickled about that. There was a lot of things I've seen that we've improved on. So some of the things we haven't improved on, we need to tackle, and we missed some blocks and we missed some tackles, and you just really going 100% at all times. So, but I think that we just need to make some adjustments and some few things, and we can. I think that the kids are excited, and I think that they realized, hey, this is a different season, and we can be successful this year.
Coach, I just want to rewind a little bit to the end of the first half, and I think you can already tell where this is going to go. What was going through your mind on that big reception between Carrillo and Gear?
I was thinking, you better run a little bit faster, and why don't you dive? But we ended up getting it in and that. But that gave me a glimpse of what we could do. That's what some of the things that we expect out of the kids, and that's kind of what we was showing them. Hey, there's some good things. You can do it. It's just you have to step up and do it and believe in yourselves. And so that's kind of what that takeaway was, is this is the team, this is what was expected out of this team.
And going forward, next opponent upcoming here, Bear Lake at home. How excited are you to be playing at home for the first time this season, and what do you know about Bear Lake?
It's good to finally get home and let the community see, and come and see the kids and see how much work that they've put in and the improvements they've got. So it's going to be fun. Bear Lake's a good team. They've got a lot of seniors. They're pretty loaded on that class. It's a very talented class of seniors. Juniors are pretty good. So I expect them to come in and be firing on all cylinders and stuff. Their quarterback actually he went to school here for quite a while, and then moved when he got to high school. He moved down there, but he actually grew up around these kids and they know him pretty well, and a lot of them. So we got to know him, and he's a good quarterback, and they've got some really good linebackers and that. So it's a very good team, I think. And watching them from last year and that. And the head coach will have them ready. The good thing we have over them is this is our second game, so we can make some adjustments that we need to, and I think that we should be ready.
Yeah, you mentioned it's your second game, and it's their first game, and you were just in that same position a week ago playing Kanab. It was their second game and your first game. So what takeaways do you have after having a game under your belt, and what can you use to your advantage now that the roles are reversed and you're the one with the upper hand and they're coming in unexperienced?
Like I said, we've had a game to kind of mold and fit together and know, hey, my buddy's going to do this, and I don't have to worry about it, and we can do this. And the ones that are not, your first game, you just go in and hope. You put in the practice and hope that all works out, but you're still going to make mental mistakes and stuff, and we could get the chance to correct those. Our mental mistakes should be a little bit less this time. Every week you hope to minimize those, and we can adjust to that, and the kids can adjust and know, hey, we've already put the pads on, we know what's going on now, and it's just not those first game jitters.
I'm here with Rich Rebels football head coach Justin Grohl. Coach, final question. A couple months ago, if I was going to tell you that you'd have your first home football game still and it wouldn't be taken away, would you be ecstatic between a level of 9 or 10?
I would be very ecstatic, and that I was hoping and that the whole year. Us around here, we haven't had quite as many cases of everything, and so you have to be very cautious about it. But I was expecting kids to play, and it's been good that the kids finally get the chance. They've put in the work, and we're excited. It's probably a 10 right now.
Well, thank you very much, Coach, and best of luck to you and the rest of the team the rest of the week.
Thank you so much.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, LSR Refrigerated, and the Walletines in Garden City. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Walletine clan wish the Rebels good luck. And by Cat Answer Technical Services, proudly supporting the Rich Rebels. The staff at Cat Answer Technical Services wish the Rebels good luck on the field, on the court, in the classroom, and in life.
Go Rich Rebels!
Welcome back to the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show. Rebel fans, it's almost time here for action. We're about a little under 10 minutes of scoreboard reads. A lot of great football coming your way. Let's get into our Laketown Ledger. It's brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the mayor and town council at the town of Laketown. As you can see, the players on the field are getting stretched out, ready to go. Let's talk about our Laketown Ledger. And the last time these two sides met on the gridiron, it was not a favorable outcome for the Rebels. Rich fell 40-0 a season ago. It's their worst loss against Bear Lake in program history. They look to rebound from that and get back in the win column. They have not beaten Bear Lake since they first met back in 2016. That was a 2-0, that's right, 2-0, not soccer, but football finish in favor of the Rebels, a lone safety in the game. And in case you're wondering, I got a little piece of trivia for you. The last time an NFL game finished 2-0, you got to go all the way back to 1938 when it was the Chicago Bears over the Green Bay Packers. And right now, like I mentioned, the Rebels trail in the overall series 3-1, and that right there was our Laketown Ledger. We're moments away from the game. We'll get our Epic Recreation keys of the game. That's epicrecreation.net, 435-946-EPIC. Or find them on Facebook, Rentals in Bear Lake. They're the people you want to go check out. Epic Recreation. They'll give us our keys to the game. And then it's a starting lineup, and then we have a kickoff. So don't go anywhere. We've got Rich Rebel football coming your way right here on Rebel Radio, 98.3 K80Q, and mylocalradio.com.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Welcome back to the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show. Scoreboard reads a little under 7 minutes until kickoff between the Rebels and the Bears. So we've got more to cover here on the pregame show. Let's move into our Town and Country Realty green scene. It is a beautiful day here in Randolph, Utah, 81 degrees. It'll cool off as the game goes along, but I got to say I'm pretty comfortable right now, and it beats the 100-degree temperature we had a week ago down in Kanab, the southern tip of Utah. It was toasty then, so the Rebels are happy to be playing in a much more cool and controlled temperature. And that was our Town and Country Realty green scene, selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho. Contact Pam Cornea at 435-779-0012. All right, we have our keys to the game coming up, and that's brought to you by Epic Recreation. And here are 3 keys to the game. The first one is capitalizing. The Rebels had some great plays defensively last week in Kanab. They recovered a fumble, but the offense didn't do much with it. So when those opportunities come their way, they have to make the most of it. They have to capitalize on what the defense turns around for the offense. That's our first Epic Recreation key of the game. Next, it's moving the chains. Rich struggled on third down a week ago. They only converted 36% of their third down conversions. Too many punting and keeping the defense on the field for far too long. So move the chains. Keep Bear Lake on the sideline. They've got an explosive offense, so you want to limit their time on the field as much as possible. Moving the chains is your second Epic Recreation key of the game. And finally, our third key is just building off last week. There was a lot of good things that were put in place last week. You saw the Rebels put together an excellent, I wouldn't even call it a 2-minute drive, about a 50-second drive, 47-yard reception between quarterback Riley Carrillo and Connor Greer to set up a 1-yard QB rush. And defensively, they held Kanab to 21 points in the first half. And you compare that to what Kanab did in their opening week. They put up 56 in the first half against Monticello. So they had a lot of good things going for them. You just got to build off those things right here as they welcome Bear Lake. We've got more coming your way here, and the game is going to be going in about 5 minutes, so don't go too far away. You're listening to Rebel Radio on KADQ 98.3 FM and mylocalradio.com.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on mylocalradio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, LSR Refrigerated, and the Walletines in Garden City. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Walletine clan wish the Rebels good luck. And by Cat Answer Technical Services, proudly supporting the Rich Rebels. The staff at Cat Answer Technical Services wish the Rebels good luck on the field, on the court, in the classroom, and in life.
Go Rich Rebels!
Welcome back to the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show. Pretty quickly, it will turn into our Crawford Trough first quarter. They're open after every Rebel home game. This is the place to eat and drink. I always get a great burger when I stop by the Crawford Trough, so you should do the same. We are just a few minutes away. Both sides getting ready. We had our captains meet and coin toss and all that good jazz up and done. And we'll move into our Lutz Construction starting lineups. We'll talk about Bear Lake first, and then we'll give you your Rich Rebel starting lineups after the break. And that should be when kickoff is getting underway. As for the Bears, they're going to send out the starting lineup of Brendan Burbank. He'll be your running back. He's a senior. Then it's Jackson Garbett. He's another back. He's also a senior. And the quarterback is a name familiar in this area, senior Owen Toucher. And then it moves on to running back and wide receiver Dominic Zabriskie. Matthew Heyman will also be a wide receiver. Wyatt Lloyd, another wideout. And on defense, they're led by Briston Schreiber. He's going to be making a lot of tackles as he did last season. And that's our Lutz Construction starting lineup for the Bear Lake Bears. We'll give you your Rich Rebel starting lineups when we return here on the Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at well child checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
We are wrapping up our Auto Farm Chevrolet pregame show. We'll have the showing of our nation's flag, the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem being shown soon, and we'll get going here in just a second. We'll have our legal ID break, and then after that, it's Rebels and Bears.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
It is Rebel football time here in Randolph. Bear Lake won the toss. They elected to receive. They'll begin our first half, and they'll send out their starting quarterback, Owen Toucher, a native of the area. Rebel fans know him well. They're excited to see him on the field and get to play against him one last time as he is a senior. Let's run through our officials for today, the guys that will be throwing the flags and blowing the whistles. Referee is Curtis Larson. Umpire is Evan Packard. Linesman is Jordan Taylor. Line judge is Brian Woodbury. And our back judge is Julian Opal. And that is our officials for today. We want to thank all of our sponsors in the pregame show, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet. Our scene set by J-Bar Excavation. Where Are They Now by Mound Valley Cattle Company. The Coaches Show by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Our green scene from Town & Country Realty. Then our Lake Town Ledger by the Town of Lake Town. And finally, our keys of the game from Epic Recreation. And, of course, Can't forget about the starting lineups from Lutz Construction. Here we go, folks. The Rebels are lining up, and they're getting ready to go here as we restart Rebel football. They look to rebound from their Week 1 loss down in Kanab. Kicking off for the Rebels. It's going to be Trey Walker. Deep for Bear Lake is Matthew Hammond. Walker will kick off to start this game as we get ready for kickoff here in Randolph, and Rebel football starts now. Kick is a good kick, and Matthew Hammond receives it at about his 9-yard line. He'll come across about the 20 and then go out the outside, across the 30 to the 35, now the 40, and that's where he gets pushed out of bounds. Yes, a flag does come down. He'll actually trickle his way up to about the 48-yard line of Bear Lake, and that's where Matthew Toucher and his offense will set up shop. We do have a flag on the field. We'll have to check that out. That's going to move the ball one direction. And Rebels were good last week in the penalty department. Only had one penalty against them. They benefited from Kanab's 5 penalties and 44 yards of it. And haven't not gotten a ruling on when the flag was, but it looks like it's going to go. I don't want to speculate right now, actually. Right now the ball is spotted about the 45-yard line, maybe the 46. Personal foul, face mask. It's going to go against Rich. So Rich will give up 15 yards before the first snap. And the Rebels give up 15 yards on a face mask. Did not see who committed it. So Bear Lake in their offense sets up shop at the Rebels' 41-yard line. Snap goes to Shane. He's going to pitch it out wide. And they've got a first down and a lot more going across upfield. That is Dominic Zabriskie. He picked up about 20 yards on the first play. And Zabriskie goes for about 20 on his first play and the first play of the game. Hayden Meek in on the stop. Toucher in shotgun. Toucher in shotgun puts a man in motion. He wants to hold on to it. He's going to look. He's got a man down the middle of the field. Oh, it's batted away. What a great defensive play over the middle of the field by Connor Greer. Greer able to get a paw on that, and that brings up 2nd and 10 from the Rebels' own 21-yard line. Owen Toucher incomplete on his first pass attempt of the game and of the Bear Lake Bears season. He's back in shotgun, 2 receivers split out wide, back in the backfield. He's going to hand it off up the middle to Burbank. Burbank is going to go out to the outside where he's met by a swarm of Rebels, and he will go for no gain on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10 from the Rebels' 21-yard line. Still scoreless on the Station on Main scoreboard with 11 and 20 seconds counting down in the first quarter. Burbank goes for no yards. 3rd and 10. Big stop here potentially for the Rebels. And recover after giving up 2 big loss of yardage to start the game. Toucher in shotgun. He'll hold on to it. He'll drop back and look to pass on the near side. He's got a wide receiver open. It's going to go for more than just a first down. And going for the touchdown potentially was Jackson Garbett. Do they say he got in? No, they're going to rule him down at the 1-yard line. So Bear Lake converts on 3rd and 10, and that sets up 1st and goal from about the 2, actually. It's Garbett on the catch. Garbett gained about 18 yards on the reception, give or take. We'll get that checked out momentarily. Here's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Toucher in shotgun. He hands up to the middle to Burbank, and he is stopped. No gain on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal. Bear Lake driving on the opening kickoff here. They started at Rich's 41-yard line. And they are now knocking on the goal on the red zone door. Here's Toucher in shotgun. He'll hand it off up the middle once again, and that will be a Bear Lake touchdown. Punching it in looked like it was Brendan Burbank, and that is 6 points for the Bears. Bear Lake strikes first with 10:19 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 the Bears over the Rebels. Was it number 8? Yeah, Blake Matthews in on the run. Junior running back, and he gets his first touchdown of the season and the Bears' first touchdown of the season. Here is the PAT attempt for Toucher. It is up, and it is going to be good. So it's 7-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard here in our Crawford Trough first quarter. We'll be right back with Rebels going on the offense next.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
We're ready to restart this game with 10:19 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Bear Lake over the Rebels. Trey Walker and Connor Greer are deep for Rich, and the kick is up. It's going to go to Walker. He'll get it at his 10-yard line. Now he crosses the 15 to the 20. 25 approaching the 30. Ball comes loose. Who's got it, though? Walker got the ball punched out, and it's going to be recovered by the Rebels. He took a big hit at about the 28-yard line. That ball was up in the air for a moment right next to the sideline. And right now, looks like a Rebel is down, so we're going to step aside here. And looked like it was Trey Walker. He was in on the kick return, and we'll take a break here on Rebel Radio. 7-0 Bear Lake over the Rebels.
Whether you need a big bite to eat, a tasty snack, or a sweet treat, the Crawford Trough in Randolph has it all to satisfy your cravings. From tasty burgers and wraps, patty melts and perfect pitas to fresh salads, home-cut fries, crispy onion rings, and of course, that silky smooth ice cream. The Crawford Trough can feed your hunger and then some. And if you haven't tried one of the Trough's mixed sodas, your taste buds don't know what they're missing. Stop in today at the place to eat and drink, the Crawford Trough at 120 South Main, Randolph. Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Lynn Weston and the town board proudly support the Rich Rebels and hope you'll be able to visit soon and come back often.
Here comes Riley Carrillo and his offense. They have 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Two backs in the backfield, two receivers on the near side, one on the far side. He'll hand it up the middle to Hayden Meek, and Meek is going to go forward for about 2 yards. Pickup of 2 on the play. And that brings up 2nd and 8 from Rich's own 28-yard line. They trail 7-0 after Bear Lake went down and scored on the opening possession. A 1-yard run by Blake Matthews for the Bears. Here comes 2nd and 8 as the offense breaks the huddle. Carrillo will be in shotgun. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. He's got 2 backs in the backfield. He awaits the snap, hands it up the middle once again to Meek. And no, Riker Conk in on the run. That will go for a yard or 2 and brings up about 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5 from the Rebels' own 31-yard line. That's Riker Conk. He had 5 carries for 12 yards a week ago. Here comes a big 3rd and 5 for the Rebels. They're at their own 31-yard line. Carrillo in shotgun. He hold on to it and look to pass. Swings it out to the side, and that's Jaden Rao going for a first down, but he stops short of the marker. He gets about 2 on the play, and that brings up 4th and 3 from the Rebels' own 34-yard line. So that was Jaden Rao going for 2 yards on the reception. That's his first catch of the year, and the Rebels on 4th and 2. Let's see what they do. They're at their own 34-yard line, 8:20 and counting in the first quarter, 7-0 Bears over the Rebels. And it looks like the Rebels are going to go for it. Here's 4th and 2. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Carrillo in shotgun. He's going to QB rush it up the middle himself, and he's not going to get it. He'll go for maybe a yard, stop pretty quickly at the line of scrimmage, and that's a turnover. Bear Lake gets the ball at the Rebels' own 35-yard line. So Carrillo rushes for maybe a yard and then hands the ball over. Zabriskie in on the stop for Bear Lake, and that's where Owen Tusher, the senior, will start up with his offense at Bear Lake, the Rebels' 35-yard line. 8:06 to go in the first quarter. Bears up 7-0 over the Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. We have a whistle and a timeout. That timeout is brought to you by no one. We had no sponsor for the timeout, so we did have a Garden City turnover. And right now we'll take another quick break. We'll be right back here on Rebel Radio.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, LSR Refrigerated, and the Walletines in Garden City. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Walletine clan wish the Rebels good luck. And by Cat Answer Technical Services, proudly supporting the Rich Rebels. The staff at Cat Answer Technical Services wish the Rebels good luck on the field, on the court, in the class.
You got to cut away from that. We see a deep ball here, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Bears. Owen Tusher connecting with Matthew Hammond on a 35-yard touchdown reception. He just did a little go out, and it is already 13-0 Bear Lake over the Rebels. 7:57 on the clock in the first quarter. Owen Tusher connects for his first touchdown throw of the season to Hammond. And that puts the Rebels behind the 8 ball early on. Here is the quarterback himself for the PAT attempt. Kick is up, and he is 2 for 2 on the day. Score now reads 14-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels trailing the Bears.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, LSR Refrigerated, and the Walletines in Garden City. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Walletine clan wish the Rebels good luck. And by Cat Answer Technical Services, proudly supporting the Rich Rebels. The staff at Cat Answer Technical Services wish the Rebels good luck on the field, on the court, in the classroom, and in life.
Go Rich Rebels!
And we we are ready to restart the game. Rebels trail 14-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. It's a short kick to the 30, across the 35, and going down was Travis Gifford. He will start the Rebels, though, at the 35-yard line. You see on the screen right now, and next broadcast coming up tomorrow morning. Wake up with volleyball. That will get going varsity around 10 a.m. It will begin after the conclusion of the 9 a.m. JV game, and then that's against Star Valley, and at 1 p.m. they'll play against Lyman out in Bridger Valley. That'll get going around 1 p.m. Hope you can join us then. And here we go. Station on Main scoreboard reads 14-0 in favor of Bear Lake. Carrillo under center. He's got two backs in the backfield. He'll hand it up right up the middle to Rao, and Jaden Rao goes forward for a gain of 3 on the play. Rao touching the ball for a second time today. That's his first run. He had a 2-yard reception on third down the last series. Rao already matching what he did last week with 3 yards. Here's 2nd and 7 for the Rebels. They are at their own 38-yard line. They trail 14-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard, 7:21 and counting to go in the first quarter, brought to you by Crawford Trough. The snap and the handoff goes to Meek, and Meek falls forward for a gain of 2. Rebels doing a good job of chipping away early in the count. And that will bring up 3rd and 3. Schreiber in on the stop. Here comes 3rd and 3 from the Rebels' own 41-yard line. Carrillo will line up in an I formation. He's got 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side, and, of course, 2 backs in the backfield. He awaits the snap. He holds on. Nope, he's going to hold on to it. QB option, and he'll go forward on the end around, and he'll be a yard short of the first down marker. Held on to it, had an option to pitch it, but opted to hold on to it. Goes for about 2 yards on the play. So that brings up a big 4th and 1 from the Rebels' own 41-yard line. They tried to go for that last time and ended up giving the ball to Bear Lake, who scored on the first play after our Garden City turnover. Here come the Rebels on 4th and 1. They're at their own 43-yard line. Carrillo has 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side, 2 backs in the backfield. Oh, and he draws the offsides. Gets a flag, 5 free yards, and a first down for the Rebels. Big penalty. It looked like the man who jumped was Briston Schreiber. So Rebels get a 1st and 10. That's a comprehensive family dental first down. New set of downs here, and it's first and 10 from the Rebels' 48-yard line. Carrillo under center, backs all over the place. He'll hold on to it and run out to the far side, and he goes forward for a big chunk of yards, 8 yards roughly on the play. And Carrillo gaining 8 on the play, and that gives the Rebels 2nd and short, about 2nd and 3. So about a 7-yard gain for Carrillo, and the Rebels now in Bear Lake territory. They're at the Bears' 45-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. That's a Crawford Trough first quarter. 14-0 the Station on Main scoreboard reads. Here is Carrillo under center. Takes the snap. You hand it off to Meek on a little bit of an end around, who opts to go up the middle, and he's thrown around by Schreiber. And he will gain no yards on the play. That brings up 3rd and 3. Rebels on Bear Lake's 45-yard line. Under 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Here's 3rd and 3 from Bear Lake's 45-yard line. Rebels on the march. Carrillo goes under center. Awaits the snap. Takes it. He'll hold on to it. QB sneak. He runs out to the far side looking for a receiver, and he slips and falls. And he'll go down for about a loss of 2. He rolled out. He was looking to pass it, looking, and he got bit by the grass fairies, goes down, and a loss of 2 on the play. That brings up 4th and 6 maybe, 4th and 5. They're at Bear Lake's 48-yard line. And now the Rebels we'll see if they go for it. They are already behind 14-0. Yep, they're going to go for it, it looks like. So Carrillo will line up in shotgun. Nope, we're going to punt. Thank you. They'll put the ball at the other end and pin Bear Lake deep. That's a good punt. And back to receive it is Hammond. He'll let it bounce once and then catches it at the 10-yard line, and he's tackled and taken down at the 15. So the Bears, for the first time today, will not start in Rebel territory. They'll start at their own 15-yard line after a good punt from Carrillo. And the Rebels defense have their whole field behind them. We'll take a quick break. We've got more to come here in the first quarter, the Crawford Trough first quarter.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites.
And we're back already. Sorry about that. Here is Owen Tusher in shotgun. He'll hold on to it. He'll hand it up the middle. And Burbank is going to be thrown around a little bit after gaining 2 yards on the run. Riker Conk in on the stop. That's Burbank's second run of the day. 2 yards to his name. And now it's 2nd and 8 from Bear Lake's own 19-yard line. They lead 14-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 2:30 and counting in the first Crawford Trough quarter. Here's Tusher in shotgun. He holds on to it, looks to pass. Got Hammond over the middle, and that ball is punched away as it touches his chest. Incomplete. Jaden Grohl there to break up the pass. And 3rd down coming up now. 3rd and 8 from Bears' own 19-yard line. Owen Tusher, the senior, breaks the huddle. He'll send receivers split out wide, 2 backs in the backfield, and a tight end. He's in shotgun. Takes the snap, holds on to it, rolls out to the near side. Now chucks it deep for Hammond at the 50, and it is nearly caught, but a flag does come in at the last moment. Grohl was defending Hammond, 25 on 25. It would have been about a gain of 30 as the pass fell at the 50-yard line. A flag did come in. Let's see what the call is. It was a close kind of a jump ball situation right on the sideline. And we await our official to give us the ruling as that flag came in just as the ball got punched away. It appears as if the flag's going to get picked up, though. Nope. We await the call from the official, and Coach Justin Grohl right now pleading his case with the official. Pass interference against Grohl, and that's a loss of 15 on the play and a fresh set of downs for the Bears. That's Rich's second penalty of the game. They only had 2 a week ago, and they've already given up 30 yards today. So here come the Rebels, or here come the Bears on 1st and 10. Tusher throws it over the middle. And going for a first down and a little bit more was Dominic Zabriskie. He picks up 12 on the reception. That moves the first down marker. And it moves the line of scrimmage, I beg your pardon, to the Rebels, to Bear Lake's 46-yard line. Here's Tusher in shotgun. He'll hand it up the middle. And only going for a yard or 2 was Burbank. And that brings up 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7 from the Rebels from Bear Lake's 49-yard line. They're right at midfield. We've got a little over a minute and a half remaining in the Crawford Trough first quarter. It's 14-0 Bear Lake over Rich on the Station on Main scoreboard. Now Tusher to pitch it out wide. And Zabriskie trying to find some yardage, but unable to. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. That brings up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. Too Sure with a 3rd and 6 here at the 50-yard line with a little over a minute to go in the first quarter. Brought to you by Crawford Trough. Here's Too Sure in shotgun. 3 backs in the backfield. Receiver split out wide. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. He'll roll out. He'll stay in the pocket. And he's got Zabriskie over the middle. On the far side, he drifts for a first down on a 6-yard reception. And right now, Owen Too Sure is moving the ball well. That's his 4th completion of the day. He's approaching 80 yards over the air already. .71 yards. Here is 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Rebels' 44-yard line. Too Sure in shotgun, takes the snap, holds on to it. Had Adams pressure him, and he completes it over the middle for a huge gain, and stepping out of bounds after going for about 19 yards was Jackson Garbett. That's a gain of 19 yards. And Garbett getting his first reception, or his second reception of the day. First and 10 for the Bears at the Rebels' 22-yard line. 10 seconds to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. 14-0 Bears over the Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here's the snap, and now Too Sure facing pressure, and he'll get taken down for a loss. And on the sack was Carrillo from one quarterback to another. And that will conclude our first quarter, and the Rebels will go into the T7 Propane and Woodward second quarter with some momentum after a sack. We'll take a quick break. It's the Rebels trailing the Bears 14-0.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, the Wilson Ranch in Randolph. Good luck, Rebels, from Dale, Kim, Kyler, and Casey. Remember, the harder you work, the more good luck you'll have. And by Argyle Ranch, Saddle and Boot, Feed and Supply, a custom shop specializing in leather and wood goods, with a farm feed and supply store to boot. Proudly supporting the Rich Rebels, the Argyle Ranch, Saddle and Boot, Feed and Supply Store.
It is time for our second quarter now. T7 Propane in Woodruff. It is 14-0. Rebels trailing on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here's 2nd and long. It's a swing pass, goes over out wide to Wyatt Lloyd, and Lloyd will go for 3 yards. And a big 3rd down coming up here. So far, the Rebels have yet to stop Bear Lake. They are 2 for 2 on their offensive possessions. Wyatt Lloyd getting his first reception of the day. Here's 3rd and long, and it is going to be a first down and more for the Bears. Hammond went out for a dig route, caught about 2 yards shy of the first down along the sideline, made one man miss, and then mustered his way for a gain of 20. And he is stopped at the 5-yard line. Gain of 20 for Too Sure. Here he is on 1st and goal. Takes the snap from the 3-yard line, hands it off. And Hammond trying to find some room, but unable to. He's stopped, and that's Burbank and actually on the run. He'll go for maybe a yard or no gain. That brings up 2nd and 5 from the Rich Rebels' own 5-yard line. Under 11 minutes to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Second and goal for the Bears. Duchesne breaks the huddle. He'll send 2 receivers out to the far side, 1 on the near side, and 2 backs in the backfield. 1 man in the slot. Check that. Duchesne holds on to it. He's got a man over the middle, and it's broken up. He wasn't looking for it. Dominic Zabriskie once again, but the pass did not meet its target. That brings up 3rd and goal now. So far, Owen Tusher, 8 for 10. He's been on the money, but unable to find his receiver that time. Passing for around 113 yards. Here's Tusher in shotgun. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Burbank by his hip. He takes the snap, looks over to the corner of the end zone, and nearly intercepted after going in and out of the hands of Jackson Garbett. He would have been at about the 2-yard line had he caught it, but pass was a little bit behind him, had a Rebel looming in the area, and that brings up 4th and goal now. Here is 4th and goal from the 5. Rebels really need a stop. They trail 14-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here's the 4th and goal attempt for the Bears. At the 5-yard line, Tusher takes the snap. He'll roll out to the left. He's got room. He'll opt to dump it into the corner of the end zone, and he finds his man, Jackson Garbett, for a touchdown. Tusher on a 5-yard reception or connection with Jackson Garbett, and that is a Bears touchdown. They lead 20-0 now with 9:57 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. And that is Garbett's 3rd reception of the day. The kick is up, and it is good. A 5-yard touchdown reception from Tusher to Garbett. The Bears lead 21-0. 9:57 to go in the second quarter.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
We are ready to restart this game. The Rebels trail the Bears 21-0 with a little under 10 minutes to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Tusher will restart us with the kickoff. And deep is Greer. And no longer Greer and Meek are deep. Greer he crosses the 20-yard line. He gets tackled and taken down at the 21-yard line. Trey Walker usually back there with Greer, but not this time after getting shaken up the last kickoff return. So Greer takes it and goes forward for about 12 yards. And that's where the Rebels and Carrillo and their offense will set up shop at their own 20-yard line. They trailed 21-0. They need some points, and they need them quickly. They have found themselves in a big hole early on. Carrillo in his last game went 3 for 7 with 55 yards and an interception. Today he is 1 for 2 with 2 yards, and he's rushed for 9. He's in shotgun right now. He's got 3 backs in the backfield. Takes the snap. He'll hold on to it. He'll look to pitch it potentially, and he does. He pitches out to Rao, and Rao will rumble his way forward for a gain of 6. Jaden Rao on the run. That's his second of the day. He's good for 9 yards so far, and it brings up second and short from the Rebels' own 28-yard line. We have an injured Rebel on the play. And with that, we'll take a break of our own. You're listening to Rebel Radio on KADQ 98.3 and on mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on mylocalradio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, the Wilson Ranch in Randolph. Good luck, Rebels, from Dale, Kim, Kyler, and Casey. Remember, the harder you work, the more good luck you'll have. And by Argyle Ranch Saddle and Boot, Feed and Supply, a custom shop specializing in leather and wood goods, with a farm feed and supply store to boot. Proudly supporting the Rich Rebels, the Argyle Ranch Saddle and Boot, Feed and Supply Store.
Still have an injured Rebel on the field. I can't make out a number. Once I know it, I'll let you know. Hoping he'll be okay, and we'll see him up and moving soon. In the meantime, we're going to step aside one more time. Oh, we have some movement here. I just want to get you a number, and then we'll get going here. The injured Rebel is James McKinnon, the offensive lineman. McKinnon, a junior. Coming in at 5'11" and 210 pounds. He's walking off under his own power. That's always a good sight to see. It is 21-0. The station on main scoreboard reads Bear Lake Bears over your Rich Rebels with 9:38 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Rebels now take the field here. It is 2nd and 3 from their own 29-yard line, 28-yard line. Looking for their second first down of the half. Carrillo in shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. He awaits the snap. He gets it and he hands it up to Meek up the middle. Well, that's Rao, I believe, and Rao will go nowhere with it. Or maybe he could get a first down, depending on where they mark it. And they will. They will give him the first down. Rao surprised me there. He moves forward for about 3 yards on the run, and that gets us a Comprehensive Family Dental first down. A big first down. That's a 1st and 10 now for Rich at their own 31-yard line. A little over 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. 21-0 Bears over the Rebels. Here's the shotgun snap, and Carrillo hands up off the middle, and oh wow. Just a busload of Bears meeting Rao the moment he took the ball. And he'll go back for about a loss of 4. Rao seen a lot more touches today. I had 1 carry all of last game. He's already on his 4th today. Here is 2nd and 14 now for the Rebels. They move back to their own 26-yard line, 27-yard line. Carrillo in shotgun. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Takes the snap, holds on to it, drops back, swings it over to Greer, and Greer can't hold on to it. He had it, and he had some room to run. That ball falls to the turf, and an incomplete pass. 3rd and long now for the Rebels, 14 to be exact. They're at their own 27-yard line. Carrillo goes incomplete on his second pass attempt of the day. Here's 3rd and 14 for the Rebels from their own 27-yard line. 8:12 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter, 21-0. Rebels trailing the Bears on the Station on Main scoreboard. Carrillo in shotgun, takes the snap. He'll immediately roll out to the near side, looking for a man. He'll chuck it deep for Meek, and he just overthrows him by a hair. Meek couldn't get a hand on it. Had he caught it, he had a lot of real estate ahead of him. But that is an incomplete pass, and that will force a punt for the Rebels on their 4th and 14 attempt now from their own 27-yard line. What a great opportunity that could have been, but Carrillo just a little too much air underneath the pass. Overshot Hayden Meek, who was running down the sideline. He had beat his man. Rebels wish they had that one back. Carrillo in punt formation. Hammond is deep for the Bears. He stands at his own 30-yard line. Oh, it's a low snap. Carrillo able to corral it, though, but the punt is going to be a short punt. Oh, no. It's going to go about a total of 8 yards. And the Rebels hand over the possession to the Bears at their own 38-yard line. Oh, Carrillo not happy with that punt. And Owen Tusher and his Bear Lake Bears get excellent field position to begin this drive. It's the third of their fourth drives. It's their 3 of 4th drives down that will begin in Rebel territory. And that's been an issue. Rebels keep handing the ball over on short fields for Bear Lake. Here's 1st and 10 for Tusher and his Bears offense at the 36-yard line. Takes the shotgun snap, pitches it out, and Zabriskie, or Garbett, I beg your pardon, will fall forward for about a gain of 4 on the run. Garbett going forward. His first run of the day. And now 2nd and 7 coming up, 2nd and 6. It's a 3-yard run for Garbett. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 7 at the Rebels' own 39-yard line. That's a swing pass out to Garbett once again. He's got a lot more than just a first down, crossing the 10 to the 5 to the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Bear Lake Bears. Jackson Garbett in on the reception. He goes for 34 yards on a touchdown reception from Owen Tusher. And that is moving the score to 27-0 in favor of the Bears with only 7 minutes to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Garbett in on a 34-yard reception, good for the touchdown. The kick is up, and it is good, and it is now 28-0. Bears over the Rebels on your Station on Main scoreboard. We're going to take another break. We'll be right back here with more Rebel football.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
We are ready to restart this game. It's 28-0 Bears over the Rebels. 7:05 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Walker is back in the game. That's a good sight to see. He's deep alongside Meek, standing at their own 14-yard line. And Owen Tusher will restart this game. He just threw a 34-yard touchdown reception. And here we go. It's a good kick. It's a deep kick, and it's going to be received by Walker at his own 15-yard line. And now he'll cross the 18 to the 20 on the near side and gets taken down at the 20-yard line. Goes for 6-7 yards maybe. And Walker a little shaken up after that one too. Gets off the field, and Carrillo and his offense will get 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Rebels trail 28-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. A little under 7 minutes to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Carrillo and the offense have struggled today offensively. They only have one comprehensive family dental first down. Carrillo under center takes a snap, hands up off the middle to Meek. And Hayden Meek can go for maybe 2 or 3 yards on the run. He ran up right the middle, and that Bear Lake defensive line has dominated so far the line of scrimmage. The longest run for the Rebels has been a QB run by Carrillo for 8 yards. Other than that, they're just getting chunk change here. He goes for 3 yards on the run. He's got 8 yards total today. He had 21 a week ago. Here's Carrillo under center. He'll hand it up, and that's going to go to, no, he'll hold on to it. It's a fake, and he's got a first down and more. He throws it out, and a 10-yard reception to Riker Conk. Carrillo had me fooled. It was a fake run, and then he rolled out to the right and connected with Riker Conk for a 10-yard gain. That's Carrillo's second reception of the day, and that puts the Rebels at 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. A little over 6 minutes to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Rebels still trail 28-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here is Carrillo under center. Takes the snap. He'll hold on to it. Rolling out to the near side, flips it over to Meek, and Meek gets past one defender but can't get past the second. He goes for 2 on the reception. And Hayden Meek with his first grab of the day. That brings up 2nd and 8. Rebels at their own 44-yard line. In on the stop for Bear Lake was Martin Gonzalez. Rebels looking at 2nd and about 8 now. Maybe 2nd and 7. Here's Carrillo under center, 2 backs in the backfield, I formation, 2 receivers on the near side. He awaits the snap, 1 receiver on the far side. Just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Takes the snap, gives it to Kronk up the middle, and Kronk will bully his way for a first down. What a great run by Riker Kronk. He goes for 8 yards on the play. And that's his second run of the day, and a big comprehensive family dental. First down for the Rebels. They're in Bear Lake territory at the Bears' 48-yard line. Clock stops momentarily at 5 minutes, but now it resumes to go in the first half. Here's Carrillo. He'll go under center with 2 receivers on the near side. 1 back in the backfield, 2 receivers on the far side. He holds on to it, flips it over, and out of the reach of Jaden Grohl. And that is an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now for the Rebels. Grohl took the snap, rolled out to the right, wanted to swing it out to Jaden Grohl, but could not connect, overthrew the receiver. And we have a break in play and a timeout by the Bear Lake Bears. So we'll take a timeout of our own. It's 28-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels trailing the Bears.
Is it time to stop wishing for your dream home in beautiful Bear Lake? If you're ready to make your dream a reality, Bear Lake Realty can help. With residential and land listings, including vacation properties, timeshares, cabins, condos, beachfront, lake view, and more, Bear Lake Realty has what you're looking for. And with more than 30 years of real estate experience in the area, you know you're working with the best. Visit BearLakeRealty.com and come and enjoy the Caribbean of the Rockies with us.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Marilyn Weston and the town board proudly support the Rich Rebels and hope you'll be able to visit soon and come back often.
Whether you're kicking up dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just...
We have to step aside from there as we have 2nd and 10 from the Bear Lake 48-yard line. Here's the shotgun snap to Carrillo. Carrillo looks for a man, and it's intercepted. And going the other way for a pick six, surefire. And that is a touchdown for the Bears. Matthew Hammond in on the 52-yard pick six, and Bear Lake leads 34-0. Carrillo throws his 2nd interception of the season, and that one goes for a Bear Lake touchdown. Overthrew his intended receiver, and Hammond makes him pay for it. Hammond already today has 1 offensive touchdown. Now he gets a defensive touchdown. Too Sure will go for the extra point to make it a 35-0 game. And the kick is up, and it's good right down the middle. So 35-zip, the Station on Main scoreboard reads. Bears over the Rebels. We'll take another break.
Is it time to stop wishing for your dream home in beautiful Bear Lake? If you're ready to make your dream a reality, Bear Lake Realty can help with residential and land listings, including vacation properties, timeshares, cabins, condos, beachfront, lake view, and more. Bear Lake Realty has what you're looking for. And with more than 30 years of real estate experience in the area, you know you're working with the best. Visit bearlakerealty.com and come and enjoy the Caribbean of the Rockies with us.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Marilyn Weston and the town board proudly support the Rich Rebels and hope you'll be able to visit soon and come back often.
We are ready to restart this game here. 4:31 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. That was a Garden City turnover there. And now Owen Tusher will kick off. Meek and Trey Walker are deep for the Rebels. They stand at their own 15-yard line. It's a good kick. It goes to Hayden Meek. It gets at his 15, now crosses the 20 and gets taken down at the 21-yard line, just thrown around. And the Bears force a long field now for the Rebels, who already trail 35-0 here in the second quarter on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels having a tough start here against the Bear Lake Bears, as Bear Lake offense has moved the ball up and down the field at will, and Rebel offense has just yet to even put 2 first downs together in the same drive. And now Carrillo and his offense looking to get some points on the board before the end of the first half. He'll be in shotgun. Awaits the snap, takes it, hands it up. No, he's going to hold it. He's going to look for Greer deep, and he had him open, but he overthrew him. Looked for Connor Greer on the near side, who was running along the sideline. It would have gone had it been thrown on the money for about 50 yards. Greer retreats back to the huddle. That brings up 2nd and 10 from the Rebels' own 21-yard line. Just over 4 minutes to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Carrillo now 3 for 8 on the day, 14 yards and an interception. He's under center right now. Receiver split out wide, takes the snap. He'll hold on to it, and he's got some trouble. He's going to be taken down for a loss of 1 on the play. Tried to make some magic happen, but that trick got fooled too easily for the Rebels. Loss of 1 on the play. Now Carrillo has rushed for 8 yards this afternoon. Under 4 minutes to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. The Rebels trailing 35-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Carrillo breaks the huddle. He'll send 2 receivers out to the far side, 1 on the near side, 1 back in the backfield. Awaits the shotgun snap. He has it. He'll hold on to it, rolls out to the near side looking for Greer. He'll opt to run it himself, and he'll go forward for about a yard on the play. That brings up 4th and 10 from the Rebels' own 21-yard line. And the Rebels now will be forced to punt with just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. They still trail 35-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We've had a lot of Bear Lake physical therapy kickoffs this game, helping Rebels and Bears get back in the game since 1998. Here's the punt from Carrillo. It's going to go out of bounds. Oh, good bounds for the Rebels. Just flirting with the out-of-bounds line, but eventually goes out at Bear Lake's 37-yard line, and that's where Owen Tushur and company will set up shop, and let's see if we get right into the action. I believe we will, so we're not going to take a break here. 2:30 to go in this first half. Owen Tushur and his offense having quite the day. Tushur throwing for nearly 150 yards in the first half, and 3 touchdowns to go with it sprinkled throughout there. Here's 1st and 10 for Bear Lake. They're at their own 37-yard line. Tushur in shotgun, takes the snap, looks over, swings it out wide to Blake Matthews, and Matthews crosses the 50 now to the 40. He's got a lot of room. He goes for 20 yards, 22 yards on the reception. Matthews scored the first touchdown of the game, takes a little swing dump pass, rolls out to the far sideline, and picks up a first down and a lot more. That's good for about 22 yards. Owen Tushur over 150 passing yards here in the first half. Bears have a first down at the Rebels' 39-yard line. Under 2.5 to go in the first half. Here's 1st and 10 from the Rebels' 39-yard line. Tushur takes the shotgun snap, looks over the middle of the field, and he's got a man. He's going to go for a lot more. Crossing the 10 to the 5. That's Dominic Zabriskie, and he tight walks his way into the end zone for a Bear Lake touchdown. He laid out Connor Greer. And are they going to call him short? They will. I beg your pardon. They're going to call him out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. So, all in all, a 33-yard reception. I thank my cameraman, Rob Leifson, for keeping stats today along with me. But here we go. Here's 1st and goal from the Rebels' 6-yard line. Tushur in shotgun. Throws it out wide to Zabriskie again. And he takes the pitch and goes forward for about 3 yards on the run. Zabriskie having himself quite a day already. He's yet to score a touchdown, though, but he's got a lot of yards alongside. That brings up 2nd and goal from the Rebels. We'll call it the 3-yard line, maybe the 4-yard line, depending how you look at it. Minute and a half to go in the first half. Zabriskie in shotgun. I beg your pardon. Tushur in shotgun, and he wants to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout of our own. 1:22 in the T7 Propane second quarter, 35-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard.
Is it time to stop wishing for your dream home in beautiful Bear Lake? If you're ready to make your dream a reality, Bear Lake Realty can help with residential and land listings, including vacation properties, timeshares, cabins, condos, beachfront, lake view, and more. Bear Lake Realty has what you're looking for. And with more than 30 years of real estate experience in the area, you know you're working with the best. Visit bearlakerealty.com and come and enjoy the Caribbean of the Rockies with us.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good.
And we're back to the action here. Here's Tusher in shotgun. He'll hold on to it. He'll look for Zabriskie in the corner. He's got him for a touchdown. He had pressure in his face from Riker Conk, but able to connect with Zabriskie. And that is a 4-yard touchdown reception for Bear Lake. And that pushes the score to 41-0, PAT pending. This has been a lopsided first half, not one the Rebels want to remember. And we have a flag on the field before the kick. And maybe too many men on the field. Referee doing some counting right now. It's illegal substitution. That's going to go against Bear Lake. They'll go back 5 yards, and let's see if they'll take the longer PAT attempt. I believe they will. So Zabriskie goes for 4 yards on the touchdown throw from Owen Tusher. And that sets up the score to 41-0 with a little over 1 minute to go in the first half of action. The kick is up, and it is going to sneak through the uprights. 42-0 Bears over the Rebels.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on mylocalradio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, the Wilson Ranch in Randolph. Good luck, Rebels, from Dale, Kim, Kyler, and Casey. Remember, the harder you work, the more good luck you'll have. And by Argyle Ranch, Saddle and Boot, Feed and Supply, a custom shop specializing in leather and wood goods, with a farm feed and supply store to boot. Proudly supporting the Rich Rebels, the Argyle Ranch, Saddle and Boot, Feed and Supply Store.
Here we go to restart the first half. It's Tusher to kick off with 1:16 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. And the kick is up, and it's going to go to Meek, who gets it at his own 10-yard line. Now he crosses the 15 up the middle to the 20, and he's met by a lot of Bears, a pack of Bears to be exact. And he gets taken down at his own 21, 22-yard line in that neck of the woods. And with 1:12 to go in the first half, let's see what the Rebel offense and Riley Carrillo can set up here. They were able to score right before the half a week ago down in Kanab, and they really could use some momentum and just a big morale booster if they can get some points on the board and not have a donut on the scoreboard before they go into the half. We also want to thank of our sponsors, Old Chicago Pizza in Logan. That's a great spot to go and get some pizza. They covered us earlier in the pregame. Now, here is Carrillo under center. And we have some movement. And we have a jump. It looked by the right tackle. And that backs up this Tea Party. 1st and 15 for the Rebels from their own 20-yard line. We also want to talk about our Lutz Construction starting lineup. We've seen a lot of starters going in and out today. They're excavation and landscaping for over 25 years. Find them at bearlake.com. That's Lutz Construction. We dig Bear Lake. Here is Carrillo under center, one back in the backfield, two receivers on the near side, takes the snap. He'll hand it up right up the middle, and that is Jaden Rao going forward for about 5 yards. So we wipe away that false start, and now it is 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10 from the Rebels' own 25-yard line. Under a minute to go in the first half. Clock is ticking away here. 50 seconds in counting. It's 2nd and 10 for the Rebels at their own 25-yard line. Rebels trail 42-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here's Carrillo under center, two backs in the backfield in an I formation. Takes the snap, he'll hold on to it. He's got pressure, flips over to Riker Conk, and Conk is going to be met by a couple Bears, and he'll go for no yards on the play. So Conk goes forward for no yards on the play, really. That's his third carry of the day. And that will do it for the first half here. We have a timeout, I beg your pardon. Coach Justin Grohl takes a timeout with about 2.5 seconds on the clock. We may get some more time on the clock. It's 42-0. We're going to take, actually we'll keep it here. We're all caught up on our bills. So let's talk a little bit about some of our sponsors that make today's broadcast possible. We really want to thank each and every single one of them. Bear Lake up right now 42-0. We have our Old Chicago Pizza pregame slice, and you look around here, and it's a pretty good fan base. You talk about a lot of people bringing out their own chairs. Everyone's watching the game. We'll get our fan cam when we come back from the half. Bear Lake Realty fan cam. We've been pretty busy, pretty action-packed first half here. Haven't got a chance to show you the fans and where they're at here at the Rich Rebel Football Stadium. Both sides in a huddle right now. 8 seconds is on the clock right now on the Station on Main scoreboard here in our T7 Propane second quarter. Don't go anywhere for halftime, though. It's our Ellingford Brothers halftime show, the best in specialized services, including construction, steel fabrication, sand and gravel, and more. Visit EllingfordBros.com. And now here we go. It could be the last play of the first half. Carrillo in shotgun. He'll hold on to it. He's going to chuck it deep. He's looking for Greer, and it's intercepted by Hammond. Hammond crosses the Rebels' 40-yard line to the 35, to the 30, dancing his way up the middle, and he'll get tackled. And that will do it for the first half of action. An interception by Carrillo ends the first half, his second of the day. And the Rebels will go into the Ellingford Brothers halftime, trailing 42-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot of great things coming your way, including our standout student. So it'll be a busy halftime. So please stay tuned here. And actually, there's a flag at the end of the play, and a half cannot end on a penalty. So this may force an untimed play. It was an interception by Matthew Hammond. He returned it for about 25 yards, and the injured Rebel on the play is Jaden Rao. So I think we're going to have to play one more snap here, as you cannot end a unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's going to be on Bear Lake. Yep, so one untimed down here before we actually end the first half. You don't see this happen too often, but I must say when it does happen, it tends to have some fireworks as the wind is picking up here in the booth. And that will give Bear Lake one offensive snap. So even though the penalty went against Bear Lake, because it's a penalty that you have to enforce it, you can't decline it and just go to the half because it happened at the end of the half. A couple of years ago, you may remember Central Michigan and Oklahoma State had an untimed down at the end of the game, which gave Central Michigan an opportunity for a Hail Mary, and they scored and won in the first game of the season at OK State down in Stillwater, and that had some controversy to it. But here we go. Here is 1st and 10 for the Bears on an untimed down for the Bears here. And I believe Owen Too Sure is going to take a knee. Yes, he will. They will not do any Hail Mary. So that will actually do it for our first half of action. We're going to go into halftime now. Our halftime show is brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. A lot of great stuff coming your way, including first half highlights brought to you by Rich County Government. So please stick with us here. 42-0 Rebels trailing the Bears.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall, traction in the winter and mud control in the spring, bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall, and topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall, prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
Welcome to the halftime show brought to you by Ellingford Brothers of Evanston. They're best in specialized services, including construction, steel, fabrication, sand, gravel, and more. The Ellingford Brothers halftime show. It is right now 42-0 in favor of the Bears of Bear Lake over your Rebels of Rich. On the Station on Main scoreboard, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Ellingford Brothers halftime report, including your Rich County Government first half highlights, right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When it comes to farming and ranching, it makes good sense to work with a lender who understands finance and agriculture. Western Ag Credit is an independent cooperative owned by the farmers and ranchers who borrow from it. With competitive rates, your loan is tailored to match your business needs. Real estate, livestock, equipment, and operating expenses. When it comes to farming and ranching financing, Western Ag Credit in Evanston is your partner in agriculture.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
(42-0) on the Station on Main scoreboard. Bear Lake over Rich. This halftime report is brought to you by Ellingford Brothers of Evanston. Ellingford Brothers, the best in specialized services, including steel, fabrication, sand, gravel, and more. EllingfordBros.com. They do custom steel fabrication. So if you need a custom bumper done, any kind of custom steel work, give Ellingford Brothers a call. That's EllingfordBros.com. All right, let's get to our Rich County government first half highlights. For Rich, there's really not a whole lot of highlights. Riley Correa with the longest rush of the first half with an 8-yard rush. As for Bear Lake, they really piled it on and scored a lot and in a hurry. They opened up the scoring with a 2-yard touchdown run by Blake Matthews, and then not long after that, after Rich turned the ball over, Matthew Hammond received a 35-yard touchdown throw from Owen Tusher, and then the scoring continued. It was next Jackson Garbett with a 5-yard touchdown catch, and then Garbett again with a 34-yard touchdown catch. And right before the half, we had Matthew Hammond with a 52-yard pick six. And to end the first half, it was Dominic Zabriskie with a 4-yard touchdown catch, and that's how we got to 42-0. That was your Rich County government first half highlights. Unfortunately, all going in the favor of Bear Lake. We have 8 minutes to go until the second half resumes, so we have our standout student coming up. That's brought to you by Western Ag Credit, your partner in agriculture, a lender who understands finances and agriculture. We'll be back with more of the Ellingford Brothers halftime report, including Rich County government. Well, we already had our Rich County government highlights, so after that we'll get into the action, and we'll have our Bear Lake physical therapy kickoff. I realize I missed a couple of those in the first half, so we'll have that to start our second half, and it will be, unfortunately for the Rebels, Bear Lake starting the second half. No, it will be the Rebels starting the second half. Bear Lake, yep, they opened up the first half and went down the field and scored in a hurry. So the Rebels will start the half. They'll take the Bear Lake physical therapy second half kickoff. But when we come back, it's our standout student brought to you by Western Ag Credit.
When it comes to farming and ranching, it makes good sense to work with a lender who understands finance and agriculture. Western Ag Credit is an independent cooperative owned by the farmers and ranchers who borrow from it. With competitive rates, your loan is tailored to match your business needs. Real estate, livestock, equipment, and operating expenses. When it comes to farming and ranching financing, Western Ag Credit in Evanston is your partner in agriculture.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
I'm here with senior Kennedy Eastman. Kennedy, you're in your senior year here at Rich High. What has the last 3 years been like going into your final year here?
I've loved going to Rich High. I feel like it's given me a really good opportunity to grow and like really see what I'm capable of. And the teachers, they really give you the opportunities to learn and to make yourself better. It's been really fun, and it's been really fun with my friends. We're a pretty tight-knit school, so it's been a great social experience as well.
Now, I understand this year is full of different challenges and opportunities. Can you tell me what you are excited about the most for your final year here at Rich?
I'm really just excited to get back and be with my friends. Like, even though it's a little bit different, we're a little more spaced out, and the mask, like, it's great to be in an environment where we can feed off of each other's energies and ideas and like learn from each other. So I'm super excited to get back to some sort of normal with my friends every day.
You talk about being back with your friends. What is the classroom like with all the different restrictions and everything like that?
It's been different. I have a lot of virtual classes, and so we just spread out a little more, and our teacher's not there, so we just watch there. But the classes I've had in person, the teachers, they just wear a shield and we wear a mask, and the desks are just lots more spread out than we are normally. And so it hasn't been a ton different, but we haven't really got into the one-on-one teaching yet, so that'll be interesting to see.
Outside of the classroom, what are some things that you're involved in here at Rich High?
I'm in the student body, I'm in the class presidency, and I'm in the honor society, and so I help with that. And I like to go to all the games. I personally don't play any sports, but I love supporting my friends and seeing them accomplish the great things with the sports, and trying to help them have a more exciting environment to play in. So that's been great.
I'm here with Rich High senior Kennedy Eastman. Kennedy, it's your final year at Rich. Have you started to think about what plans you have for after high school, or what interests you may want to explore?
It's been kind of wild, because now people, they don't really accept that I want to be an astronaut when I grow up. That's not really an acceptable answer anymore. But I would love to go to school out of state and see something outside of Rich County, so I'm looking at schools there. But I'd love to go to Logan too, like to Utah State. It's a great school, so I've just been applying to quite a few. I have a pretty broad range, and I plan on going on an LDS mission, so that'll take me somewhere too. I'm just excited for the adventures that I have in the upcoming future.
Well, Kennedy, thank you so much for your time today, and enjoy your senior year.
Thank you. It was awesome to be here.
That was Kennedy Eastman, our standout student, and we'll be right back.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Thank you for tuning in to the Ellingford Brothers Halftime Show. Also, be sure to join us tomorrow morning. Varsity gets going at about 10 a.m., and then they have a second game in the doubleheader at about 1 p.m., the first one against Star Valley, and then the second game against Lyman. All right, let's check out our Bear Lake Realty fan cam. My always reliable and now new to me cameraman Rob Leifson getting in on all the opposing fans for the time being, as our Rich Rebel fans are sitting right below us here in the press booth. It is 42-0 in favor of the Bear Lake Bears after the first half over the Rich Rebels. A pretty dominating half by Bear Lake. And the Rebels will look to kind of tread water and keep themselves afloat here in the second half. A couple of players get banged up, and that's a really difficult part for Rich. Given the size of their roster, they have just no room for injuries at all. So when you go that thin in the depth chart, it makes life difficult for the team. That's our Bear Lake Realty fan cam. We're going to have our Bear Lake Physical Therapy kickoff coming up soon. The Rebels will return the kick to start the second half. A couple turnovers in the first half really plagued the Rebels. As we get ready here for the second half of action, that third quarter I'm talking about, it's brought to you by the town of Randolph. Good luck from the mayor, board members, and the clerk. That's our third quarter, town of Randolph. We appreciate Kennedy Eastman and our Western Ag Credit standout student for joining us. And we are just about ready to get the second half started. 42-0, the Station on Main scoreboard reads in favor of the Bears of Bear Lake over your Rich Rebels. Riley Carrillo, 4 for 10 with 2 interceptions in the first half and 14 yards. He rushed for 9 yards on 6 carries. Your leading rusher is, and it's kind of pretty close, it's pretty log jammed across the board, but Jaden Rowe with 5 carries for 13 yards. You will lead the ground attack, and on the other side of the field for the Bear Lake sideline, it's Owen Toucher, 12 of 16 with 4 touchdowns, sprinkled across his 214 yards through the air. Right now, Bear Lake really getting it done in every facet of the game. Deep for the Rebels, though, to restart here on our Bear Lake Physical Therapy kickoff, helping Rebels and Bears get back in the game since 1998. Deep is the usual suspects of Hayden Meek and Trey Walker. And kicking off for Bear Lake is Trevor Toucher. That is, I assume, Owen's younger brother, a freshman. First time we've seen him tonight, I believe. So here's Trevor Toucher for the kick, and it's a good kick. It goes about the 20-yard line, goes through the hands of Walker. He just falls on the ball at the 22-yard line, and that's where Riley Carrillo and his offense will march out and have 1st and 10 to begin our third quarter. That third quarter brought to you by the town of Randolph. 1st and 10 for the Rebels at their own 23-yard line. And wind gusting around here in Randolph, Utah. But here we go. 1st and 10 for the Rebels at their own 24-yard line. Carrillo under center, 2 backs in the backfield, takes the snap. He pitches it out to Meek. Meek able to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. First play for the Rebels in the second half goes for no yards. That brings up 2nd and 10. Still at the Rebels' own 24-yard line. Station on Main scoreboard reads 42-0 in favor of the Bears over the Rebels. You're listening to Rebel Radio. I'm Matthew Peterson. Happy you're joining us here on a beautiful Friday afternoon in Northeast Utah. Here's Carrillo under center. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Carrillo awaits the snap, takes it. He'll hand it up. No, he's going to hold on to it. He'll go out to the far side. He'll hold on to it himself. He had the option to pitch it, and he'll go forward for about 4 yards on the rush. So Carrillo at the 4-yard gain sets up 3rd and 6. Schreiber in on the stop, and he's been a menace on that defensive line for Bear Lake. 3rd and 6 for the Rebels. 10.5 to go in the town of Randolph third quarter. 42-0 Bear Lake leads. Here's Carrillo in shotgun on 3rd down, trying to pick up a Comprehensive Family Dental first down. Takes the snap, rolls out to the near side, looking for a receiver, and he's got Connor Greer for the first down and a little more. Connor Greer goes for about 12 yards on the reception. And that is the longest throw for Carrillo, I believe, all season. Definitely longest of the day. Good for 12 yards. And Greer picks up his second reception of the season. Now the Rebels have 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Carrillo takes the snap, hands it up off the middle to Meek, and Meek is met by who else but Schreiber. He gets thrown back, and he'll go forward for about a yard. So a gain of 1 on the run for Hayden Meek. That's his 6th carry of the day. 2nd and 9 now for the Rebels. They're at their own 43.5-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go in the town of Randolph third quarter. Rebels trail 42-0 on the station on main scoreboard. Here's Carrillo under center. Awaits the snap, 3 backs in the backfield, takes it, hands it off to Conkno. He holds on to it, and he's able to evade 1 defender and now goes forward on the far side for a Comprehensive Family Dental first down, our 2nd Comprehensive Family Dental first down of this series. So the Rebels moving to start the third quarter, brought to you by the town of Randolph. It's a 9-yard rush for Carrillo. He's rushed for 22 yards today now. Back-to-back Comprehensive Family Dental first downs. 1st and 10, Rebels in Bear Lake territory. They're at the Bears' 48-yard line. Carrillo under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Takes the snap. Going to give it to Conk. No, he holds on to it as Conk gets popped the moment he reaches the ball, and this Bear Lake defensive line is just having their way with the Rebels. They are in the backfield the moment that ball is snapped. Carrillo's helmet pops off at the end of the play, so he'll have to come out for a snap. He went forward for a yard. And Carrillo is talking to head coach Justin Grohl. And I think we're going to have a timeout here. We'll take a timeout of our own here in the town of Randolph third quarter. Under 8 minutes to go. Rebels trail 42-0 on the station on main scoreboard.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Lynn Weston and the town board proudly support the Rich Rebels and hope you'll be able to visit soon and come back often.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
Here is 2nd and 8 from the Bear Lake 45-yard line. And in at quarterback is Trey Walker. He hands it off to Hayden Meek. And a flag comes in. I thought I saw a face mask as Meek's head got whipped around. And Walker still in at quarterback for Carrillo at the moment. But Carrillo's got his helmet on the sideline. Looks ready to go. And Meek went forward for about 2 yards, 3 yards on the run. But that flag came in and they're waving it off. To me, it appeared as if a face mask had been pulled on Hayden Meek. Nevertheless, though, the flag is waved off, and Hayden Meek ends up getting just 2 yards on the run. That brings up 3rd and 5 from Bear Lake's 43-yard line. Carrillo indeed back in the huddle now. Had to step out for a play as his helmet came off. 7.5 minutes to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter, 42-0 Bear Lake over the Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here's Carrillo under center, takes the snap, he holds on to it, rolling out to the near side, has some pressure, holding call is going to be thrown, and Carrillo goes forward for no gain on the play. A flag did come in, and it's holding on the Rebels indeed. I expect Bear Lake to, well, it's a tough spot to be in here for the Rebels. If they don't accept the penalty, it'll be 4th and 5, and you have to imagine that they go for it given the score and where they are on the field in no man's land. So I think Bear Lake would anticipate that, and they're going to accept the penalty, and we'll replay third down. So it's 3rd and 15 now. 3rd and 15 for the Rebels. They're at their own 47-yard line. Just over 7 minutes to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. It's 42-0 Bear Lake. Rebels really need a big chunk of yards here. It's 3rd and long. They're at their own 47-yard line. They need to get to the Bear Lake 39-yard line. Carrillo breaks the huddle. He's got one back in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side. Under center. Awaits the snap. He takes it. He hands it off, and he's going to hold on to it. Ball comes loose. Fumble on the play, and there's a dog pile for it. Carrillo couldn't decide if he wanted to hand it off or hold it on to himself, and it is recovered by Bear Lake, and that's a fumble by Riley Carrillo. Garden City turnover. And the Bear Lake Bears have excellent field position once again. It's a 3rd turnover for Riley Carrillo, just not having the best day so far with managing the ball. Hopefully he can turn that around with the conclusion of this game. Clock's ticking down, 6.5 and less to go in the third quarter, brought to you by the town of Randolph. Here's 1st and 10 for, and it's no longer going to be Owen Touchane. No, Owen Touchane's still in there, I beg your pardon. Touchane, and he takes the snap. And he'll hand off to Burbank, who goes around the edge, but he's met by a couple of Rebels, and he'll go down for a loss of 3. Owen Touchane handed off to his running back, Brendan Burbank. That's only Burbank's 3rd carry of the day, and he loses 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 12. Rebels get off to a good start in this defensive series. They have the ball. They've put Bear Lake now at the Rebels' 46-yard line. 2nd and 12 coming up. 5.5 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. Here's the shotgun snap to Touchane, and he'll hand it up off the middle, and that's Zabriskie, and he'll go forward and gain some positive yards, about 7 yards on his run. And we have a whistle and an injured Bear on the field. I'll try and get a number. It is the running back, Dominic Zabriskie, and he appears to be in a little bit of pain, so we're going to take a break of our own. We'll come back after this message. You're watching Rebel Football on Rebel Radio, KADQ 98.3 or mylocalradio.com.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Dominic Zabriskie for Bear Lake, able to walk off the field under his own power. Always a good sign to see. Now here is third down for the Bears. They're at the Rebels 39-yard line, shotgun snap, and Tusher able to find his receiver. Flag does come down, and crossing his way over the 10-yard line is Jackson Garbett. A flag did come in, though. It would be good for close to 30 yards. We'll see what this flag is about, though. Right now the Bears are acting like it's going to go against them. It would be good for a 33-yard reception. And it is against the Bears. We'll wait for the official call. But the Rebels catch a huge break, and that negates a 33-yard first down comprehensive family dental reception. Pass interference against the offense. But it came after the first down, so ignore me. It is still a first down. Just not a 33-yard reception, but instead it goes for a gain of about 14. Here is 1st and 10. Tusher looking for his man. He's got him at the 10. Into the 5. Can he get to the end zone? No. It's Wyatt Lloyd falling out of bounds at the 2-yard line, giving the Bears a 1st and goal. Under 4.5 to play in the town of Randolph, third quarter. Bear Lake looking to add on to their 42 points on the Station on Main scoreboard. A huge reception there for Wyatt Lloyd. And it's good for roughly 25 yards. Here is 1st and goal from the Rebels' 4-yard line. Tusher in shotgun, takes the snap, stands in the pocket, has pressure, rolls out to the near side. Ball comes loose, and it's recovered by the Rebels. Tusher gets popped, can't hold on to the ball. A sack fumble. And I couldn't see who came up with it. I believe it may have been Riley Taylor, number 70, to recover the ball. Limping off the field, though, is Colton Johnson. Nevertheless, a huge Garden City turnover. And that may be our McKay Frankham Dental Services precision play of the game. You talk about getting to the quarterback, knocking the ball loose in the red zone, and the Rebels make a huge stand at their own 4-yard line and give their offense some life now. Here is 1st and 10 for Rich at their own 10-yard line. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. They trail 42-0. Carrillo under center, hands it up off the middle to Meek, and Hayden Meek gets pushed around, turnstile, then he goes for a yard. Meek on his 8th handoff goes for 12 yards. Briston Schreiber in on the stop. He's made a number of them today, and he adds to it with another tackle there. Goes for, we'll give him 2 yards really, so 13 yards on the afternoon now for Hayden Meek. Hayden Meek, a senior, been the Bell running back. Carrillo under center. He hands up to the middle to Riker Conk, and Conk is dragging a couple defenders with him as he falls forward for a gain of 4 on the run. And Riker Conk picks up a couple yards, and that sets up a 3rd and short for the Rebels. They're at their own 19-yard line. They need to gain 2 yards here to get the first down. Under 2.5 to go in the third quarter. The Rebels still trail 42-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Carrillo in shotgun. Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up the first down. Takes the snap, stands in the pocket, has got time, finds Meek, and that's going to be close for a first down. I think he's got it, though. And Hayden Meek on the far side of the field reels in that pass, and that should be good for a comprehensive family dental first down, and it sure is. Hayden Meek getting his 2nd reception of the day. Riley Carrillo, 6 for 12 now for 18 yards. Here's 1st and 10 for the Rebels. They're at their own 21-yard line. Minute and a half and counting to go in the third quarter, brought to you by the town of Randolph. Score reads 42-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here's Carrillo under center, holds on to it, rolls out to the near side, makes one man miss, but then can't make the rest miss. And he will go down for a loss of 1 on the rush. Carrillo doing a great job of making the first defender miss, but then he runs into a pack of Bears. Connor Greer coming in as a wide receiver. 2nd and 11 for the Rebels. They're at their own 20-yard line. 50 seconds and counting to go in the town of Randolph third quarter. Here is Carrillo in shotgun, takes the snap, has pressure, rolling out to the near side, getting close to that sideline, and he's going to try and rush for it, and he's going to run into a handful of defenders who stop him for no gain on the play, push him out of bounds. The clock keeps going, under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rebels trail 42-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. No gain. And I think we're going to go into our fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Clock ticks down. We'll go to the fourth quarter. The Rebels trail 42-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
It is the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. I want to extend a big appreciation and thank you to Gary McKee and everyone here in Rich for being so welcoming to me and helping me out as I'm getting started to get to know the community and the players. So be sure to visit Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Beachfront room with the view or secluded mountain retreat. Buy now and start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. Truly is the Mediterranean of the Rockies. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10 for the Rebels. They're at their own 20-yard line. They trail 42-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard as we start the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Riley Carrillo and his offense need to get 10 yards to pick up a comprehensive family dental first down. Carrillo will go in shotgun, 3 receivers split out wide on the near side, 1 back in the backfield, 1 receiver on the far side. Carrillo takes the snap. Flag, nope, no flag. Carrillo facing pressure. He'll load up and throw. He's hit as he's thrown, and it's intercepted. Going the other way with the ball here is Jackson Garbett, and he gets a 15-yard return on the interception. Carrillo was rocked as he let that ball go, and it floated in the air for Jackson Garbett to get to, and it's an interception for Carrillo. And that gives Bear Lake 1st and 10 from the Rebels' 29-yard line. Bear Lake, it appears, may have taken out the starting quarterback now. We've seen a lot of Owen Tusher, and I think his day may be done. Yep, at quarterback now is Tayson Neal. Neal, a sophomore. couple other of starters for Bear Lake checking out of the game. A little under 11 minutes to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Neal takes the snap, looks over the middle, has his man. That's Jordan Garbett. He crosses the 15 to the 10, and he stumbles out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So Neal on his first pass connects with another Garbett. That is Jordan Garbett, a fellow sophomore, who goes forward for about 15 yards on the reception, maybe closer to 20. And that sets up a 1st and goal for Bear Lake. They had been perfect in their red zone up until their last trip when Owen Tusher got hit and fumbled the ball and recovered by the Rebels. Turnovers going both ways in this game. Here's Neal in shotgun. 1st and goal at the Rebels 6-yard line. Holds on to it, swings it out once again to Garbett. And Garbett now falling down at the 2-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal from the Rebels 2. Under 10 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. 42-0. The Bears ahead of the Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here's second and goal now for the Bears. It's Neal still at quarterback. He'll go in shotgun. A handful of backs around him in the backfield. Puts a man in motion. He holds out, rolls out to the right, hands it up off the middle, and that's Keaton Carlson, and he will be stopped right at the 1-inch yard line. So the Bear, Riker Conk in on the stop, and that brings up a 3rd and goal. The Rebels, I will say, have done a very good job in the red zone of making the Bears earn their touchdowns. They're not just giving up on 1st down. Often these red zone appearances moving all the way to 3rd and goal. Here is 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Neal in shotgun, two running backs in the backfield. He hands it up off the middle, and that's Carlson once again, and he is not going to get in. Riker Conk is pumped up as he makes the stop. Lets his sideline know, gets in the backfield, and forces 4th and goal, a loss of 2. Excellent play by Riker Conk. We have just over 8 minutes to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. 42-0 in favor of the Bears. Here's Neal in shotgun. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Holds on to it, looking for a receiver, and he dumps it out to the corner of the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown by Alex Allman. Alex Allman going for a 4-yard touchdown reception. That runs the score up to 48-0. PAT pending here for the Bear Lake Bear Lake Bears. And the clock continues to run. Well, we're stopped it now at 7:50. And it will be Owen too sure to take the PAT attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. That moves the score to 49-0. A 4-yard touchdown reception for Allman. And that's how we got to where we are. We'll be right back. We got more football coming your way here in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter, 49-0 in advantage of Bear Lake.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
We're ready for our Bear Lake Physical Therapy kickoff here to restart this game with 7:40 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. The station on main scoreboard is 49-0 advantage of Bear Lake after that 4-yard touchdown reception from Neal to Allman. And to kick off here for Bear Lake, it is Trevor Toucher. Deep for the Rebels, it's Meek and Walker. Bounces to Meek at the 15. He crosses the 20, now to the 25, looking to the 30, and he's taken down hard at the 26-yard line. So here come Riley Carrillo and the offense, looking for their first score of the game with a little over 7 minutes to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. This has been a tough outing for the Rebel offense. A couple of comprehensive family dental first downs, but have yet to really pick up a lot of momentum and move the ball down the field. Here's Carrillo. He'll go under center with 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Referee's getting everything in place, and we're ready to go. We'll have our post-game show, so be sure to stick around for that at the conclusion of this game. Here's Carrillo under center. Takes the snap, hands up to Riker Conk up the middle, and he's met by one too many Bears who stop him for a loss of 1. Conk goes back for a yard. That brings up 2nd and 11 for the Rebels. They're at their own 27-yard line. Just over 6 minutes now to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. 49-0 in favor of Bear Lake over your Rich Rebels. You're listening to Rebel Radio. Here's Riley Carrillo. He's in shotgun. Receivers all over the place. Takes the snap, drops back, got some pressure, but finds Meek on the near side, who gets pushed out of bounds, but not before Meek goes forward for a gain of about 6 yards. So Meek gets his 3rd grab of the day. And Carrillo finds his 7th completion. Here's 3rd down now for the Rebels. They need to pick up 5 yards. They're at their own 32-yard line. Carrillo in center. Takes the snap, drops back, swings it out to Meek once again, and that goes through his hands for an incomplete pass. Had he caught it, he would have been going out of bounds just short of the line to gain by my estimates. So that brings up 4th down, though, and it's about 4th and 5 for the Rebels. And the Rebels are going to punt. They're at their own 22-yard line, and they opt to send it down to the end of the field. So Carrillo on the punt. It's a good punt. It's going to bounce at the 40-yard line and then stays right there. Kind of died on the spot. And that's where Bear Lake will come out. We've seen all we will see from Owen Toucher today. His backup, Neal, will check in. And a tough outing for the Rebel offense there, unable to pick up a comprehensive family dental first down. We have 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Station on main scoreboard is 49-0. Bear Lake over the Rebels. The Bears will get the ball at their own 39-yard line. A lot of the key starters we saw early in the game no longer in for Bear Lake. And at quarterback is Tayson Neal, the sophomore. He puts a man in motion, takes the snap, and he pitches it out wide to Alex Allman, who caught the last touchdown pass. And he breaks free, goes for the first down and a couple more yards. And he'll go forward for about 12 on the rush. going to the Rebels 49-yard line. And that gives the Bears a comprehensive family dental first down all the way to the Rebels 49-yard line. Just over 4 minutes and counting to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Neal breaks the huddle. Has 1st and 10 from the Rebels 49-yard line. He's in shotgun. 3 receivers, 3 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers split out wide. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. Pitches it behind him. And going forward is Jordan Garbett. And Garbett will fall forward after evading a couple of defenders and ends up picking close up to a first down. And it is a second down, so 2nd and 9 for Jordan Garbett. A little over 3 minutes to go here in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter, under 3 minutes and 15 seconds now. 49-0, Bear Lake over the Rebels. Rebels with a loss will fall to 0-2 on the season. Meanwhile, Bear Lake will improve to 1-0. Here's Neal looking to pass. Connor Greer able to meet the receiver just as he catches it, but it goes for 8 yards and a first down to the Rebels' 24-yard line. A 34-yard line. My eyes tricked me. And that's a 1st and 10 now for Bear Lake with about 2.5 to go in the game. They're up 49-0, and you would expect them to just kind of run out the clock here at this point. They pick up enough first downs, they'll be able to do that. Bear Lake breaks the huddle. Neal in shotgun once again. 3 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers split out wide. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap. He rolls out to the right, but not before he hands it off to Allman. And Allman runs it, or Keaton Carlson, check that, runs into one too many Rebels, and Riker Conk has had a couple of great defensive plays in the last few minutes. Gets in on the tackle and a loss on the play. That brings up 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15 at the Rebels' 38-yard line is where Bear Lake will snap the ball right now in the huddle. Minute 40 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. After the game, we'll have our post-game show brought to you by Epic Recreation, our diagnostics report with Stacy's Repair. Coach Grohl will join us. There's a big play, and it's intercepted by Connor Greer. Greer crosses the 15 to the 20. He's got green grass. Crossing over the 25 to the 30. There's Greer getting all the way to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. And Connor Greer makes an interception on the play. Greer returned for close to 25 yards. Picks off the sophomore Neal, and the Rebels will have the last go on offense, it appears, with 1:16 to go in the game. They are trailing 49-0. If you're just joining us, it was 42-0 at the half, and the second half has gone by quickly. Riley Carrillo and the offense trot out for what could be the last offensive possession of the afternoon for them. Carrillo has 2 receivers on each side, 1 back in the backfield. He goes under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Conk, and Conk has a lot of defenders right in front of him. He only goes for a yard. Under 50 seconds now on the clock here in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. We appreciate you joining us here on Rebel Radio. I'm Matthew Peterson. We'll be live tomorrow morning with some Rebel volleyball, so be sure to start your weekend off right. Here is Carrillo in shotgun, 2 receivers on each side, takes the snap, drops back. He's got time, loads up, looks for Greer. Greer makes a great catch at the 44-yard line of Bear Lake, and that's a comprehensive family dental first down. Connor Greer, after making the interception, sticks his glue hands up and brings in that ball. Greer goes for about 20 yards on the reception. Here's Carrillo back in shotgun, finds Greer once again. No, it's too high for Greer, goes off his hands and goes out of bounds, incomplete. Connor Greer got 20 yards on that last reception. Yep. His second, he'll finish potentially with 22 yards. 32, my math's not that good. Here is 2nd and 10 now for the Rebels. Under 10 seconds, clock is counting down. This will be the last snap of the game. Carrillo takes it, has some time, loads up, looks over the middle of the field for Greer, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by the Bears. They cross the 30. It's Jordan Garbett. Garbett going over the 40. He's got a lot of room ahead of him. Now the 50 to the 45 to the 40. He's got one man to beat, and he can't beat him. Riker Conk making a big tackle on offense as he has done all night on defense to prevent the pick six, but that ends the game. Our final score on the Station on Main scoreboard, 49-6. 49-0, I beg your pardon. It was 6 points last time the Rebels went out there. So your final score on the Station on Main scoreboard, 49-0. Bear Lake over the Rebels. Rich just got thumped on in the first half and never really found much of a rhythm offensively. And Owen Tusher, the quarterback for Bear Lake, really gave them all they could handle. He'd end the afternoon throwing for 4 touchdowns and close to 250 yards through the air. We got a lot coming to you here on our Epic Recreation post-game show. We'll be right back, but your final tonight, 49 Bear Lake 0 for the Rebels. Don't go anywhere. More coming your way on Rebel Radio.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on mylocalradio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, the Wilson Ranch in Randolph. Good luck, Rebels, from Dale, Kim, Kyler, and Casey. Remember, the harder you work, the more good luck you'll have. And by Argyle Ranch, Saddle, and Boot, Feed and Supply, a custom shop specializing in leather and wood goods, with a farm feed and supply store to boot. Proudly supporting the Rich Rebels, the Argyle Ranch, Saddle, and Boot, Feed and Supply Store.
We welcome you into our Epic Recreation post-game show. We've got Coach Grohl up here. We'll get him all set up, and he'll break down what he saw out in the first half for the Rebels. The final score tonight is 49-0 as we get Coach Grohl all set up here. Epic Recreation, our post-game show, and we always want to thank Coach Grohl for giving us the time and joining us here at Rich. We get things set up for him and his side. And we give him, here he goes. And now so he can hear me. Coach Grohl, can you hear me? Nope. How about now? Yeah, there we go. All right, Coach Grohl, what's going through your mind right now? What are your takeaways from this game?
You know, I think that we come out kind of flat-footed and that, and then by doing so, I think we kind of played ourselves to where we were a little scared, and some of them kept getting hurt and stuff. When you play timid, then you have that tendency to get hurt a little bit more than what you normally do.
At the half, your team was down 42-0. What was the message to the team at halftime?
You know, what we told them is we can't have that half back. We just got to go out and play the next half, come out like it's 0-0. Let's work on our offense. Let's work on the things that we need to work on and see if we can straighten a few things up.
Coach, your team goes to Cokeville next week. What's going to be the major points of focus on practice this week after what you saw today?
I think we can't play timid. We've got to get out for it. We didn't have
quite the practices this week that I was hoping to have. During Knab's week, we had a pretty good practice. Everybody was getting after it. This week, I don't know what it was, whether they were kind of timid, whether it was school starting and they trying to get into a new routine or what, but they just didn't seem to have very good practices. So we got to step that up, and we got to have a pretty good practice this week and fly around and clean up quite a few things that we let slack.
Coach Gohl, final question. I'll let you get back to your team here. We had a couple players go down during the game. Any injury updates or anything like that?
You know what? I don't have any updates. They're taking a few for concussions and getting the concussion protocol. Had one with the ankle that are going to go see and get it X-rayed, and a couple others rolled their ankles. So we lost probably 5 or 6 here to this game, and that's kind of it. You start playing timid and you're going to get hurt in football. We gotta teach them and get them this week to fly around and if they fly around, then usually you'll be the aggressor and you won't take the hit.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for the time, and best of luck next week.
Thank you so much.
That is Coach Justin Grohl. We always appreciate his time up here in the Stacy's Diagnostics post-game show. And we'll take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap as Coach Gohl was freaky fast getting up here, so don't go anywhere. We've got more things coming here on the Epic Recreation post-game show.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch.
Is it time to stop wishing for your dream home in beautiful Bear Lake? If you're ready to make your dream a reality, Bear Lake Realty can help. With residential and land listings, including vacation properties, timeshares, cabins, condos, beachfront, lake view, and more, Bear Lake Realty has what you're looking for. And with more than 30 years of real estate experience in the area, you know you're working with the best. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. and come and enjoy the Caribbean of the Rockies with us.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Welcome into our Epic Recreation post-game show. You see, that's a Stacy's Diagnostics report. We already talked to Coach Justin Grohl. He was quick to get up here. So let's freaky fast recap this one. Jimmy John's, always a great stop there in Evanston. 113 Front Street, where fresh and fast meat, gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day. I had a delicious sandwich myself this afternoon. All right, Bear Lake got the scoring going early with a 2-yard touchdown run by Matthews, and then Hammond tacked on a 35-yard touchdown reception. That would be one of 4 touchdown receptions from Owen Touchane and Owen Toucher, and Garbett had a 5-yard touchdown reception after that. That moved the score to 21-0, and then he had a 34-yard touchdown reception. Garbett going for 2 touchdowns this afternoon. Hammond ended the first half or close to the end of the half, with a 52-yard pick six. And finally, it was Zabriskie to put on the 42 points in the first half with a 4-yard touchdown catch from Owen Toucher. And in the second half, 1 touchdown for either side coming from the backups. Neal to Allman, 4-yard touchdown catch. And that is our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Go check them out, 113 Front Street in Evanston. Always a great sub every single time. We'll take one more break, and then we'll take a look ahead at what's on the calendar. That's our Roundup calendar coming up, so don't go anywhere. More things coming here on the Epic Recreation postgame show. Once again, your final score, Rebels fall 49-0 to Bear Lake.
Whether you're looking for gravel, sand, topsoil, rock, or other materials for your excavation or landscaping project, trust the experienced, knowledgeable team at J-Bar Excavation, specializing in sale and delivery of the materials you need to finish your project. J-Bar Excavation in Randolph, Utah has the team, the tools, and the plan to help you create exactly what you're looking for. J-Bar does quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Call J-Bar Excavation today, 435-793-5855.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back into the Epic Recreation post-game show. The station on main scoreboard is 49-0. Bear Lake over your Rich Rebels. A tough defeat, but let's take a look at what's coming up on our roundup calendar before we sign off here from Randolph. So we have volleyball tomorrow morning at the Star Valley Tournament. It is checked at 9 and noon. We had a recent schedule change, so that's tomorrow morning. And then next Thursday, the volleyball team is back at it again, playing Bear Lake, this time on the hardwood, 7 p.m. first serve. And we get back to the gridiron then a week from today at Cokeville, 2 p.m. We'll have the stream for that. And volleyball we will not be covering, but they get going at Duchesne, their rival, who they won 3-1 last night with a 3 p.m. first serve. Well, folks, we appreciate you joining us and making Rebel football a part of your Friday night. Signing off from Randolph, I'm Matthew Peterson, your final Bear Lake 49, Rebels nothing.
Thank you for joining us for another Rich Rebel sporting event on KADQ 98.3 or our live stream on mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast was brought to you by our amazing sponsors. Rebel Football is brought to you by Evanston Regional Hospital, Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley, the Come On in Casper, Plains Tire, Hoover Regional Chiropractic, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender, Freeway Tire, Auto Farm Chevrolet, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. The proceeding has been a fully owned production of Old West Media and Cook Brothers Broadcasting. No portion can be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights owner.